What is really good, people? We are finally back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. It's been a while. My 3DS had some trouble. I don't know how I broke it or what I did to it, but my 3DS just would not turn on. And you know, that was the 3DS that I battled with and you know, used to record my battles. So I got another one set up. So I am able to upload Wi-Fi battles once again. So we should be having more freaking Wi-Fi battles on this channel. Not only that, Pokebank is out. I got the Rotom, I got the Extreme Speed Dragonite, I got the Thick Fat Mamoswine, and I got the Defog Zapdos. It is finally time. We can finally use all the Pokemon that Pokemon has to offer us in these Wi-Fi battles now, so I'm very excited about that. I don't know what it is, man. It's like, I was very content using the Alolan Pokedex for the longest time, but over time I just started to long for that Rotom-Wash or that Landorus or that Scizor with superpower, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, he's gonna go ahead and lead up with his Greninja as I lead up with my beautiful Rotom-Wash. Rotom-Wash looks really amazing in Citra with no lines, by the way. Anyways, he leads off with his Greninja and U-turns out to his Tapu Fini. Now that was a bit strange to me, because it doesn't really make sense in that situation to switch from a water Pokemon to another water Pokemon, knowing full well I have electric type moves. But after seeing what he did, I was pretty certain that he knew I wasn't going to go for Volt Switch, because it was very obvious that he wouldn't leave his Greninja in. So instead of switching out to a Pokemon that could take an electric move, he switched into a Pokemon that could take a water move, expecting me to go for a water move, expecting him to predict a Pokemon that could take an electric move. If you follow me, I hope you follow me. But knowing that, I know that he's probably going to switch out to something that can take on one of my other Pokemon that I have in the back. So what I'm going to do now is go for the Rain Dance as his Heatran comes out, because the real reason I went for Rain Dance in that situation is because I actually carry Thunder on this Rotom-Wash. But he sends out his Heatran. So what I'm going to do now is, because I know fully well that he's not going to stay in after he saw that I have Hydro Pump and I have the Rain Up. He can't do much to me. I can kill him in one hit with a Hydro Pump easy. So I know for a fact that he's going to go out to a Pokemon that can resist water, which is probably going to be Tapu Bulu here. Which means that if I go for the Hydro Vortex, that thing is going to lose a huge chunk of HP, and then I should be able to take it out next turn with an HP Ice. And that's actually exactly what happened. So he switches out to his Tapu Bulu as I predicted, which is the entire reason I went for the Hydro Vortex in the first place. Just to chunk that Tapu Bulu coming in. And then I hit him with the HP Ice afterward, and it actually does enough damage to take it out. I was actually kind of skeptical on whether it would take out the Tapu Bulu with HP Ice, but I did a calc and I saw that I had a pretty big chance to take it out from where it was. So now he goes out to his Tapu Lele. He's seen every single move on my set except for Thunder, so he went back out expecting to be able to take a hit, but that's not the case. He takes a big chunk of damage from the Thunder, and he's most definitely going to die to another one after this. I was actually considering going for the Hydro Pump on this turn, because he does have that Landorus in the back, and it actually did turn out to be Scarfed, I believe. I'm not quite sure, but I just went for the Thunder again, because why not? I might as well not risk missing a Hydro Pump here. And just take out the Tapu Fini. So what he's going to do, he's just going to go out to his Greninja now to try and finish off my Rotom, but I am not going to allow that. Rotom is still very valuable. He does have that Landorus in the back, so I'm going to go out to my Magearna, and he actually goes for the Dark Pulse. Now, obviously Dark Pulse would have killed my Rotom, but the Dark Pulse tells me a few things. He doesn't take Life Orb damage, so I'm assuming he's specs because of the fact that my Magearna not only resists Dark Pulse, but it has an Assault Vest, and it still did around, you know, 60 damage. So I was assuming that he had some kind of choice item just based off the fact that he didn't take Life Orb recoil, and he did a decent amount of damage to my Magearna, even though I resisted and have an Assault Vest. So that tells me a good amount of information right there. So I go for the Volt Switch as he goes out to his Heatran, send out my Mamoswine. Now here, this was actually a prediction as well. Now I know it looks like I just went for the Earthquake straight on his Heatran there, but he does have a Landorus in the back. He told me that he was assuming that I was going to predict his Landorus switch in and either go for Stealth Rocks or Icicle Crash rather than just Earthquaking his Heatran, but he didn't switch, and I predicted him not to switch. I actually predicted him not to switch into his Landorus, so I just went straight for the Earthquake because I thought that he would think that I would also predict his Landorus switch in, which is what most people would have done in that situation because they didn't want to, you know, lose their Heatran. So that just ended up backfiring on him. Anyways, after the Heatran goes down, Greninja comes out, and I don't want to lose my Mamoswine just quite yet because he does have this Landorus here. So what I'm gonna do now is go out to my Zapdos and go for the Thunderbolt on his Greninja, but he switches into this Landorus, takes the Thunderbolt quite easily, and I think he was predicting a switch here because he just goes straight for the U-turn, but luckily for me, I actually went for the Baton Pass, so it's great for me that he didn't decide to go for a Stone Edge or a Rock Slide or anything like that, and that I do get the Baton Pass off nice and safely. That's going to allow me to go out to my Dragonite, and I go out to Dragonite because I am holding a Choice Band on this Dragonite, on top of carrying the Earthquake. So I just wanted to send this thing out, get some big damage if I could possibly at all, if this thing doesn't kill me in one hit with a Tough Claws Ice Punch, that is. I do have the Multiscale up because I am at full HP, and I actually do end up living this Ice Punch just barely, but all I needed was to live, so that's perfectly fine with me. I'm going to go for the Choice Banded Earthquake, and to my dismay, it actually does a lot less than I expected. It did about, what, 55-60%. I expected this thing to be at like 20% after an Earthquake. So that just goes to show how bulky Mega Metagross actually is. So what I'm gonna do now is actually sacrifice my Rotom here because I don't actually need it. I do have Mamoswine in the back for Landorus. And I actually wanted to save my Dragonite just in case I needed Extreme Speed later on. I do have the Choice Banded Extreme Speed on that Dragonite, so just wanted to save it just in case I did need it in the back. So I'm gonna go out to my defensive Zapdos. So I know for a fact that should at least be able to take one Ice Punch, so I wasn't too worried about that. But what I was worried about was getting frozen, and I got frozen. But then I thawed out right afterwards because I'm too hot. I'm too flames. I spit too much fire to stay frozen, my guy. Like, who? You can't freeze me. I'm playing. But my Zapdos did get frozen, but very luckily for me, I thawed out immediately. And killed the Mega Metagross with a Thunderbolt, because if I didn't kill the Mega Metagross right there, I don't know what was going to happen to me. All of my Pokemon got smacked up by that Pokemon. Mega Metagross is freaking disgusting. That Pokemon alone could have easily run through my team. I don't think he was carrying the Earthquake on it though, so maybe Magearna would have been able to do something, but I don't think so. My Magearna really doesn't have any moves to hit a Mega Metagross, but anyways, he's going to go out to his Greninja just to revenge kill my Zapdos, hits the Hydro Pump, and changes into Ash Greninja. So that means this thing has to get put away right now. I got to put this Greninja down before it runs through my team as well. All these monsters, man! Ash Greninja can easily run through a team, so I go out to Magearna. I got the Assault Vest on. I hit him with the Floor Cannon, but I don't know why he... Okay, see, I'm thinking he expected to live a hit, but that's not what happened because he just got put down. I'm assuming that he expected to live whatever I went for and then use Earthquake to take out my Magearna, but he switches in and just straight up dies. I actually didn't expect him to die either. I didn't expect Magearna to be strong enough to kill a Landorus in one hit with Flower Cannon. So I think I'm underestimating Magearna's strength because the Greninja and the Landorus just got blown away, like easy. Magearna's out here. Magearna's actually a really, really good Pokemon. I was kind of skeptical at first, but Magearna's definitely a good Pokemon, like undeniable. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. We will be back with more freaking Wi-Fi battles. I know that's what you guys want to see. I also got something really, really special coming out featuring a whole lot of guests, so stay tuned for that. I'm not going to tell you what it is quite yet, but you will know one of these days. As soon as everything is ready, you will know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Team is in the description as usual. Please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. And we'll be back tomorrow or the day after with another Wi-Fi battle. See you guys later. Bye.